Great Britain, a name synonymous with awe and power in its name alone. From its rich monarchic history and awe-inspiring early industrialization, one word encapsulates this nation's essence: powerful. But like many rich economies in recent times, Britain, a country that was once a global economic powerhouse, has experienced a notable decline in recent years and is no longer a rich economy. What factors contributed to this shift? Britain's revolution and decline. In the 18th century, Britain became the crucible of the Industrial Revolution, a transformative era that saw the clanking gears of progress reverberate across the nation. Textile mills, steam engines, and ironworks emerged, propelling Britain to the forefront of industrialized nations. This marked the genesis of a new economic era, one characterized by innovation, mechanization, and unprecedented growth. As the 19th century dawned, Britain's economic prowess became synonymous with its expansive empire. Colonialism not only fueled economic prosperity but also laid the groundwork for global trade networks. The British Empire, spanning continents, became a cornerstone of economic dominance. The might of British manufacturing, coupled with strategic colonial acquisitions, made Britain an economic powerhouse. Fast forward to the 20th century, and Britain found itself grappling with the aftermath of two world wars, which ushered in a period of rebuilding and economic transition. Traditional industries waned, and the economic landscape evolved, making way for a shift toward a service-based economy. The latter half of the 20th century brought cultural revolutions that posed economic challenges. Oil crises, labor strikes, and the gradual dismantling of the empire marked a turning point in Britain's once mighty economy, and this was the start of their economic woes. How did it all begin? The echoes of Britain's economic crisis can be traced back to the late 1980s and early 90s. The decline commenced as traditional industries, the very backbone of Britain's economic might, faced an insurmountable challenge. Manufacturing, once the heartbeat of the nation, began to wane, and sectors like coal mining witnessed a gradual descent. Globalization emerged as a double-edged sword for British industries. While it opened doors to broader markets, it also brought forth the phenomenon of outsourcing. The allure of cheaper production costs in overseas countries like the United States, Ukraine, Bulgaria, and Romania, amongst others, lured industries away from the British shores, contributing to the hollowing out of the once vibrant manufacturing sector. It was discovered that a whopping 62% of the software development sector of the economy was outsourced, which almost crumbled the industry in Britain. At least 40% of Britain's companies outsource, which affects the country's labor and economy. As the gears of traditional industries slowed, a profound shift unfolded, a transition towards a service-based economy. The shift was not merely a response to economic dynamics, but a strategic repositioning. The rise of technology and the increasing prominence of the service sector marked a departure from the industrial era. This shift, while emblematic of economic evolution, posed challenges. The decline of manufacturing meant a loss of jobs in traditional sectors, leading to socio-economic repercussions. The shift towards a service-oriented economy brought about a seismic change in the employment landscape, demanding new skills and competencies. So, why and how did Britain move from a manufacturing powerhouse to a service-centric economic model? As the wheels of traditional industries slowed, Britain found itself at a crossroads. The decline of manufacturing and coal mining, once the stalwarts of the nation's economic prowess, prompted a strategic reevaluation. The answer lay in diversification, and the beacon of change pointed towards services. The service sector encompasses a broad spectrum of industries: finance, healthcare, technology, and more. This diversification was not merely a response to economic dynamics, but a deliberate pivot to align with the changing global landscape. The rise of technology played a pivotal role, fostering an environment where intellectual capital and innovation took center stage. London, the financial hub, emerged as a global powerhouse, with the city becoming synonymous with international finance. The service sector not only created new employment opportunities, but also positioned Britain as a leader in areas such as finance, consulting, and technology-driven services. However, this transition was not without its challenges. The decline of traditional industries meant a loss of jobs in those sectors, leading to shifts in the employment landscape. The service-based economy demanded a different skill set, emphasizing knowledge, creativity, and adaptability. Globalization played a dual role in this transition. While it facilitated the rise of the service sector by opening up new markets and opportunities, it also posed challenges. Outsourcing, which was once considered a dirty word in the country's labor ranks, became a prevalent strategy, leading to a globalized workforce and changing the dynamics of labor markets. Britain's double-edged sword. In this sad turn of events, Britain seemed like a weapon fashioned against itself, and this could be seen in their economic policies. In the post-war period, the British government grappled with the challenges of reconstruction and reinvention. Economic policies during this period were aimed at rebuilding a war-torn nation, but as time unfolded, cracks in the economic foundation began to emerge. The nationalization of key industries, while initially seen as a move toward social equity, had unintended consequences. The 70s and 80s witnessed a wave of economic reforms, and here's where the story takes a turn. Margaret Thatcher, the Iron Lady, stepped onto the stage with a vision for radical economic transformation. The Thatcher era, which became known as Thatcherism, was marked by fervent embrace of free market principles, privatization, and a shake-up of the welfare state. While these policies aimed at fostering competitiveness and efficiency, they also brought about seismic shifts. The decline of traditional industries accelerated as privatization led to restructuring and, in some cases, closures. The emphasis on a laissez-faire approach had its proponents and critics, creating a landscape where economic policies became a point of contention. Fast forward to more recent times, and successive governments grappled with the aftermath. The financial crisis of 2008 cast a long shadow, further shaping economic policies. Austerity measures were introduced to navigate the turbulent economic waters, impacting public services and societal well-being. Brexit's dramatic economic chaos. And then, there was an event that took the global economic space by storm and left a major impact on Britain's already fragile economy: Brexit. The departure of the United Kingdom from the European Union was not just a political seismic shift, it sent ripples through the economic fabric of the nation. Picture this historic moment. It was the 23rd of June 2016, and the people of Britain were standing at the crossroads of a crucial decision. The referendum on EU membership becomes a battleground of ideas, with passionate voices on both sides. On one side, you have the Leave camp, championing national sovereignty, control over immigration, and the prospect of striking independent trade deals. On the other hand, the Remain camp advocates for the economic benefits of EU membership, seamless trade, and a united Europe. As the nation cast its votes, the Leave camp emerged victorious, setting the stage for a complex and intricate process: Brexit. Theresa May, then Prime Minister, navigated the early stages of negotiations, grappling with the intricacies of trade agreements, border agreements, and the contentious issue of the Irish backstop. However, May's tenure was fraught with challenges, and internal divisions over the direction of Brexit led to political upheaval. Enter Boris Johnson, a charismatic figure who took the reins with the promise to get Brexit done. Johnson's tenure saw a shift in strategy, a renegotiated deal, and a decisive election victory in December 2019. Fast forward to January 31st, 2020, a symbolic day as Britain formally left the EU, marking the beginning of a transition period. As the clock ticked towards the end of 2020, Britain and the EU hammered out a trade deal, defining their future relationship, and with this came a monumental shift in the British economy. The withdrawal of Britain from the European Union ushered in numerous challenges for the country. The departure from the EU's single market and customs union resulted in new trade barriers, customs checks, and additional paperwork. These changes disrupted supply chains and increased costs for businesses engaged in cross-border trade. The prolonged negotiations and uncertainties surrounding Brexit created an atmosphere of economic uncertainty. Businesses hesitated to make long-term investments or strategic decisions until the terms of the future relationship were clear. London, a global financial hub, faced challenges as it lost its automatic right to provide financial services to the EU. Financial firms had to establish new operations within the EU to maintain access to European markets. Changes in immigration policies were implemented, affecting the recruitment of skilled and unskilled labor from the EU. The free movement of people between the UK and the EU came to an end. The implementation of the Northern Ireland Protocol created a de facto customs border in the Irish Sea, avoiding a hard border between Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland. While avoiding a physical border, this arrangement raised political tensions and trade challenges. Brexit brought changes to trade regulations, affecting the agriculture and fisheries sectors. New tariffs and quotas, combined with increased bureaucracy, impacted the export of agricultural products to the EU. Complexities in customs procedures and regulatory compliance led to delays at borders, affecting the smooth flow of goods. This was particularly challenging for industries relying on just-in-time production. While Brexit provided Britain with regulatory autonomy and divergence from EU standards and regulations, the outcome shook the country's economic foundation, getting it to live in its past glory and struggling to get back into it. Their services sector, a significant contributor to the economy, faced challenges in accessing EU markets due to the lack of a comprehensive agreement covering services. The UK's exclusion from EU research and innovation programs, such as Horizon 2020, posed challenges for collaboration and access to funding for scientific and academic institutions. Britain's lackluster attitude to tech. Another significant factor that contributed to Britain no longer being the rich country it was known for is its substantial challenges in navigating the digital age. The impact of the digital revolution on Britain's traditional industries has been profound. Sectors that were once the backbone of the nation's economic prowess, such as manufacturing and coal mining, have faced significant disruptions. The integration of automation, artificial intelligence, and digital technologies has transformed the nature of work, rendering certain traditional jobs obsolete. Adaptability, or the lack thereof, has emerged as a critical factor in assessing the resilience of the British economy. While some industries successfully embrace technological changes, others struggle to keep pace. The ability of businesses and the workforce to upskill and transition into the digital era has become a defining characteristic of economic success. The British economy, in certain aspects, showcased commendable adaptability. Tech hubs like London have flourished, becoming global centers for innovation and startups. However, this success story is not universal across all sectors and regions. The uneven distribution of technological benefits has contributed to economic disparities and challenges in achieving inclusive growth. The digital age has brought both opportunities and disruptions. While technology has the potential to drive efficiency, boost productivity, and create new economic avenues, its swift evolution requires continuous adaptation. It's impossible not to feel a sense of nostalgia for the powerhouse Britain once was. From the clunking gears of the Industrial Revolution to the echoes of a vast colonial empire, Great Britain's economic prowess was a force that echoed across continents. Its economic decline, marked by deindustrialization, shifting economic policies, and the seismic event of Brexit, is a complex narrative. Yet, in this tale of challenges and adaptations, there's an undeniable echo of the nation's past glory. The service-centric economy, technological advancements, and global positioning of London as a financial hub are testaments to Britain's resilience and ability to reinvent itself. While its challenges persist, the script paints a picture of Britain as a nation with a rich history and the potential for a renaissance. The very same creativity, innovation, and adaptability that once fueled its economic dominance may yet be the catalysts for a new chapter. So, what's your thought? Do you think Britain will regain its past glory? Do you think what came upon them is solely their fault? And how do you think their economy can become rich again? If you found this video insightful, ensure to hit that like button. And if you haven't already, smash that subscribe button and ring that notification bell so you never miss out on our future explorations of the world's most intriguing topics. To see more videos like this, then click to watch the next video. Plus, we love hearing your thoughts. Share your comments down below. Thanks for joining us today on this incredible journey. Until later, cheers!